Okay, tea is steeping, sun is shining, and we're about to do some plant chores together. Welcome to a new video. Hope that you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. So yeah, we're gonna be doing an old-fashioned plant chores video today, which I'm really excited about. I don't know why I allow so much time to pass in between my plant chore videos, because I'm like, when was even the last just like regular plant chores video? I don't know why that's the case, because they're my favorite videos to watch from other creators, and they're one of my favorite videos to film as well. And also it's like a 2-in-1, because I get some plant chores done, I get to film a video and hang out with you guys. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of plant chore videos, so let me know if you are as well, so that I can prioritize them a little bit more in the video lineup. So leave me a comment or like this video. But yeah, I've got a list of some things that we are going to tackle. This is going to be, I guess, a bit of a mix of plant chores, but also some of my reset stuff that I didn't get done at the end of November. I was supposed to film my December reset. Not even if I didn't film it and I just did the things, that would have been fine, but I did not do the things, nor did I film one. So there's a couple of things that are going to be incorporated into this video that are more kind of reset things. The first one being I need to mix a new batch of pon, which is becoming very pressing because there's plants that I want to get potted up and I don't have my pon mixed up, and it's such a pain in the butt to do in the moment that I need it, that I just keep putting it off. So we need to actually just dedicate a few minutes to mixing up a new batch of pon. I need to water my moss poles and also just kind of check in on them. Some of mine, I have installed the new Rousseau, I need to figure out what that thing is called. It's like the drip thingy. What is it called? Let me look right now. Dripper. That's what they're calling it. Dripper. Okay, I can get down with that. I installed a few of those, so I'm going to be filling them up and just kind of checking in on how my climbing plants are doing. And then I need to water my Millsbow wide cabinet, as well as check in on those plants and do a little bit of an update, because there are some plants that are a little bit of a rehab situation. Some of my anthurium that are looking yellow back there, as well as my new Hoyas that I have settling in from Cartel Down. So yeah, we'll take all the plants out of there and do a thorough check-in on everyone and water them. And then I would like to move over to this window beside me and kind of do a little bit of a rearrange and clean and provide any care that the plants need. I know that those ones probably need to be watered as well, but that window is just getting a little bit chaotic, and I think it's partially because the tree is here now, so it's just not as accessible as it was before. And then moving upwards to some of my hanging Hoya, I want to do a sulfur treatment on those ones. So yeah, we have a lot to get done. I'm gonna finish making my tea and then chat with you for a moment about the sponsor of today's video. Okay, tea is made, and I'm excited to say that today's video is kindly sponsored by Luisa, who is quickly becoming one of my favorite brands. I have several jewelry pieces from them that I love so much that I have literally been wearing nonstop since I received. They're a high quality and sustainable jewelry brand, but they offer their stunning pieces at a more affordable price point, which I really appreciate. My jewelry from Luisa essentially does not come off my body. I wear it in the shower, I wear it to sleep, and this is why I am a big fan of them, because the pieces don't get tarnished, they don't end up leaving a weird color, like they look exactly as they did when I received them. My newest pieces from Luisa and my latest obsessions are this necklace right here. This is called the link chain necklace, I believe, and I love it because it is a basic or a staple that you can layer with other necklaces, which is what I usually do, but I feel like it also has a little bit more personality than some other chains. So yeah, I love it. I feel like the pieces that I got most recently, which is this link chain necklace and this bracelet right here, I think this bracelet is called the Colette, and I feel like both of these pieces have a bit of a 90s, early 2000s kind of vibe to them, and I love it so much. And they also just like stack so well with my other Luisa pieces as well. I'm really into bracelets lately. I've got 2 now and they're just so fun. I'm obsessed, especially because I love like painting my nails and everything, and it just kind of brings more attention to the hand area. I'm a hand person. And of course the chain necklace pairs super well with my initial necklace that I love so much. Ana Luisa is currently running their holiday sale, which is perfect if you're looking to grab any gifts. I feel like their pieces would just make a stunning gift, and they come in really cute little gift boxes, so the presentation is there as well. They're pretty much just ready to go. I know that I'm such a big jewelry person and I would appreciate anything from Ana Luisa so much, so I will have them linked down below in the description box if you want to check them out and shop their holiday sale for a loved one or perhaps even for yourself. Thank you so much again to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. Now let's move on to, I suppose, our pawn mixing. Why do I dread it so much? Why? Like, it's not even that big of a deal. It's because I have to go downstairs and grab the bags of the heavy rocks. But I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I'm gonna go down, grab the supplies that I need, and then we'll mix up some pawn, and I will, I guess, just briefly show how I do it because I do still get questions. I have a whole video that I made years ago, but the video is still very relevant because it's exactly how I make my DIY pawn even to this day. I think I filmed that video in like probably 2021 actually. That's still a long time ago though. Okay, so the supplies are up here as well as my empty bin. I literally used every last rock from in here. Oh, actually, I'm going to just dump out some of the dust that's in here. I mean, I rinse it anyways because it gets dusty, but I might as well just dump that in the garbage quick. Okay, so like I said, I will link my original pawn video down below, but what I use are a couple of different ice grippers or like traction thingies for, you know, like icy sidewalks and stuff in the wintertime. I use 2 forms of that. One of them, oh, hello hound, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. One of them is this lava grip. That is the lava rock. And oh yeah, also somebody commented that these aren't available in the US. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm so sorry if they're not, but maybe there's something similar out there, honestly. Oh my gosh, this one is heavy. Oh, this one is more full because it's the one that I use less of. So this is Eco Traction Ice Gripper, and this is Zeolite. This is Zeolite. And then lastly, I have my pumice that I ordered in like a large kind of like bulk size from Optimize Organics, which I will link everything that I can for y'all in the description. So it's supposed to be 2 parts lava rock, 2 parts pumice, and then 1 part of the zeolite. However, I am kind of too lazy to measure this out. Not kind of too lazy, I am too lazy to measure it out. So I'm honestly just gonna be eyeballing them. I feel like my ratio is never correct, but it works fine anyways. It's just blissful ignorance at this point. I'm just gonna mix this. I'm going to just do a little montage because pouring rocks into here is gonna be really unpleasant on the mic, and also Cadence is upset, so I will spare you. Okay, now I remember why I hate doing that task, because it's freaking annoying. Gosh, I'm glad that that's over with. I still have to vacuum and clean this all up though. But we have pretty much a full box of pond now, which is grand. I do plan on putting more plants into pond in 2025, which is why I wanted to have a nice batch ready to go. I'll definitely never be somebody, or I don't think that I would ever be somebody who grows all of their plants in semi-hydro or in a self-watering setup, but I do plan on putting a lot more into that kind of setup just to minimize watering and maintenance. So yeah, we are prepared, which is great. So yeah, I'm gonna clean this up. I don't even remember what is next on my list. Let me think. Oh, watering moss poles, I think, which I'm actually excited to do. I like watering the moss poles. I find it very satisfying. Tell me how it's been over an hour since I started filming and we've literally only gotten that one task done. It's not even sunny anymore. The sun is literally leaving for the day. We must push on. Okay, moss poles. At least we get to actually work with the plants now. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go around to top up the poles with my trusty watering can, and I'm gonna add a little bit of Super Thrive because, I don't know, just for funsies. I haven't given my poles Super Thrive in a while, so I'm sure they'll appreciate it more than just regular water. This is kind of how I care for my plants. It's not very scientific, it's just based on vibes. So we're first going to do Miss Philodendron Patriciae. Maybe I should pull her out actually because she's put out a new leaf and I want to show it to you. Okay, there's that new leaf. Do you see that? Yeah, it hasn't fully unfurled yet, but this is definitely going to be the biggest leaf I've ever gotten on this plant. It is going to be stunning. I love this philodendron so much. The pole is, oh yeah, it's pretty dry. It's not completely bone dry, but it is dry and it needs to be watered. I'll probably touch up the pot as well. Actually, some of this might just trickle down into the pot, so it'll probably be fine. Gonna let that absorb for a while. There's a really nice root. Do you see that? It's like going all the way. Really chonky and healthy looking. Okay, I'm gonna top up some of the poles around the calyx here. First of all, we have my Monstera adansonii Indonesian mint right here, who I'm still on the fence about whether I'm keeping or not, but I'm just gonna keep the pole watered in the meantime. It's still moist, which is good, but I am gonna top it up. We have a new leaf that is unfurling right there. I really love the colors on this plant. Like, it can come out really silvery, which is stunning, but it does give weird wonky leaves. At least mine does, sometimes. Sometimes they're nice though. Look at that shape. Like, that's Gorgina and it's huge. I don't know, I'm so torn about her, but I'm just gonna top this up. Need to extend this one soon too, gosh. And then I'm way down here, but I'm going to fill the varicosum pole. It's pretty dry, so I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time and let it kind of absorb. Yeah, it's beading off because I let this get way too dry. The good news about the varicosum is that it's putting out a new leaf right here. And I'm glad to see that because I did a chop and extend on this one maybe 6 weeks ago. And I find that my plants really take a while to bounce back from a chop and extend. The varicosum's been pretty good. I think I've done it twice. But yeah, in my moss pole maintenance video, the last one I did, is I documented that I think. Yeah, I did. Okay, and then I'm also going to come around to my Gisenia pothos and add some water in her cup. Okay, I'm just gonna leave those ones for a little bit now and go over to the other side. We have a Jose Bono on the floor. Look at this King of Spades leaf. I am so shook. Oh my gosh. Stunning. Even my boyfriend has been commenting on it. It's literally unreal. Okay, I'm gonna move back here to the Cebu Blue, pull right there, and then I'm just gonna go and top all of them up. This is kind of a cluttered, also, it's so bright. But this is wait a second. Oh my gosh, I think there's spider mites on this King of Spades. I just saw like a glint of the web when I turned the light off. That is so annoying, and I knew it. I checked it for spider mites the other day and I couldn't find anything. Because I started noticing, oh my gosh, look at her. But I started noticing can you see? Gosh, I don't think you'll be, oh, maybe you can see here. There's like, oh yeah, you can see. Can you? There's like faint, you can see that speckling, that's spider mite damage. And I saw that and I was like, that looks like spider mite damage. So I came and looked at the plant, but I didn't see anything. But now I can see like little webs. That's so annoying because I don't really want to spray anything on this plant right now. Oh my gosh, I haven't had spider mites in a hot minute. And of course they would descend when like the most important leaf is coming out. Maybe I'll just shower it. I mean, she's still Gorgina, but what the heck, spider mites? It's so annoying. I'm probably gonna cut off this one. Maybe I'll do that when I shower her. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad the plant didn't fall, but the water came flying out of there. It's moments like these where I'm like, I understand why more people don't want to be in this hobby. I understand why people are leaving this hobby. Because what the heck? Okay, before she rudely tipped over, I was just going to update my thoughts on the drippers, I guess it's called, for the moss poles. She needs to go on, she needs like a heavy cover pot, or she's just precariously balancing in this lopsided plastic tray. Look at this leaf. She's so pretty. But yeah, these drippers, honestly, they've been working really well. It's like a wick system if you haven't seen me put one of these together yet. And it works amazingly. Like, it wicks right into the moss. It's been keeping my large poles moist for longer. It's so easy to just top this up. And what I also like is that if the moss gets bone dry, it's not going to start beating down like it does sometimes when I fill my cups. Like with the varicosum, it's super dry right now and I just filled up the cup and then it started like beating down because the water was coming out, but the moss couldn't really absorb it, which if your holes are small enough, that shouldn't really be a big issue. But with this, it is a non-issue because it's literally just a wick. Like, it's just going to gradually pull as much moisture as the moss can absorb. So yeah, I've been loving it so far. And I have my wall poles set up with these as well. So I'm gonna pull them down because they are probably due to be topped up also. Oh. I think that we're gonna need to do a repot of the orange marmalade soon because she just is drying out way too fast now in this little pot. She's only in like a 5-inch and this is a pretty big plant now, so I think that's why her leaves are kind of curling right now. It's even better, and I don't think oh my gosh, she's putting out a little baby. That's so cute. Hello, it's the next day. I ended up feeling really unwell. I've actually been feeling unwell all week, not in like a cold flu kind of way, but I've had this persistent like dizziness / brain foggy kind of feeling all week that I'm trying to ignore. And that wasn't working. So yesterday I was feeling unwell and I was like, well, I'll just take a break. Didn't end up doing any more plant chores. Figured I would hop back on and continue this morning. Felt unwell this morning and have pretty much just been lying down all day. Now it's 2:16 p.m. and I am going to attempt to do some more plant chores. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I don't know why, it's been just like a weird week. Yeah, I haven't been feeling great. We're gonna continue on. It is gloomy today, and I don't really appreciate that. Normally I love the gloomy rainy days, but I feel like sunshine would make me feel better today. But oh well. I did get up early and do some watering today because I'm just trying to stay on top of that. So I finished watering the poles this morning and just did some regular like going around watering plants. But I still have to water the Millsbow wide cabinet. So I think, is that actually what's next on our list? Yeah, sorry that some of this video is going to be lower energy. I appreciate y'all hanging out regardless. Okay, so mixed pond, we did that. Water poles, that is now done. Water Millsbow wide and check on the plants in there. Let's do that next. These Anthurium, I haven't pulled them out and looked at them in a while, but the leaves I feel like are just progressively getting more yellow, which makes me nervous. So I'm probably gonna bring everything just to the sink so that I can look at everything outside of the cabinet and give it a nice thorough water. So let's just pull everything out. Okay, so I took out half the plants from the cabinet to start with, so there's still some in there. These are honestly the worst looking ones. So my new Hoya from Cartel Down, this one, what is it called? I always forget. It's like KBO something something something, KSBO8. This one is doing fine. I thought that it had roots. Did I not show you guys that this had roots before? And now, oh, was that them? Did I just think it had roots? No, those are roots, I think. It's so hard to tell with Hoyas in sphagnum sometimes because their roots are so fine, they end up just looking like strands of sphagnum. Anyways, I think that it's doing fine. I'm not super concerned about this one. The undulata is the one that I am concerned about. I'm going to be watering both of these through with Super Thrive. That's what I put in the watering can here. Any plants that I don't want to give Super Thrive, which are probably going to be, well, I don't know. Honestly, I probably will give Super Thrive to all of these plants now that I'm really thinking about it. But anyways, I definitely want to give it to the Sphagnum moss Hoyas. So I was looking at the undulata when I grabbed it out, and I don't really see any roots, which, like, okay, fair enough. But what is that? Do y'all see that? It looks like it's pushing new growth. I am shook. That is a really, really good sign. I cut the undulata up. This came as a massive plant from Cartel Down. So I cut it up so that I could have multiples. Let me go show you the others. So I have a cutting here. I have a cutting in here. And I also have a cutting right there. So we have several chances for this plant to root and start establishing for us. So I think that the undulata is going to be fine as well. Not the tea bag in there. This is one of my little baby anthuriums. Don't really see any roots. Okay, so these are the yellow anthurium in question. Like, they're looking so bad, and it's insane because they were looking so good before, and then they just went like so downhill. It's actually crazy. However, this one has roots. Just wait. Healthy looking roots. Do you see that? So thank goodness. Thank goodness. So I think it's gonna be fine, but yeah, it is just crazy. So put that one down there. That one has always been fine. This is another super yellow one. Wait, did one of them croak? Oh no, I think it's still in the cabinet. Oh no, maybe one of them did croak. Gosh, I can't even keep track anymore. Anyways, here's the other yellow anthurium. And I didn't think there was any roots, so I was getting really concerned. But then when I looked closely, just wait. Gotta like use a magnifying glass here. Right there. Do you see that? There's a root. Thank goodness. Because yeah, wow. These ones are looking very concerning. But I think that we're turning a corner, hopefully. The rest of the plants look fine. Here's my Hoya prickti. I haven't pulled it out in a while. It needs to be re-trellised. I need to do a whole Hoya repot sometime soon, but this is a new leaf coming in on him. It looks a little wonk, but it's still gonna be stunning. I mean, this one's a little wonk too, but it's still like one of my favorite leaves, so it's fine. We actually have a new leaf coming in on my little baby Monstera aurea here, which is so cute. This is another one of my baby anthuriums from my hybrid that I did. So I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly water these and then put these ones back in the cabinet and swap them out with the others that are in the cabinet right now.
I look into your eyes, I see we're out of time. I guess no one's to blame, nobody crossed the line. I guess we couldn't see, somehow we couldn't feel. Maybe we rose too fast, maybe we got too high. But I remember days I wondered we were always gonna last. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast? Will be no hard goodbyes, thank God we're civilized. Be on our separate ways as we fade into gray. fast, maybe we got too high. Yeah, I do remember tears and the laughter. How could we fall so fast and let us go? It's time to surrender. Now that it's ended, nothing to say, 'cause guess we've said it all. Now why do we care to dream? Guess we wanna believe that it's not too late. And why do we care to dream? We gotta believe it is not too
Oh my gosh, I've been fighting for my life with the hiccups this whole time. I've been watering. The painful kind, you guys, the pain. Oh my gosh. Not for this whole video to be about me feeling unwell. Where is my, oh, there it is. Oh boy, that's heavy. My 0 water pitcher, because I need to water my pitcher plants and my pings actually. Okay, we're going back to music overlay.
Saw you paint a picture of a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love.
These ones are getting huge. Do you see how big they are? I wonder if they're the same type. I've divided almost all my pings now, so they're all just kind of everywhere, and I've lost track of the IDs. They really look similar, but they're getting huge. They're so cute. I'm obsessed with pings.
Do the same. I'd give you the world like I promised I would. Even though you wouldn't do the same. Had this conversation more than 10 times. After 9, I still wish you were mine. Haven't ate in 7 days, 'cause I've been up till 6.
Okay, I know it's hard to see when it's backlit with the window here, but the next thing on my list is to, what did I even write? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Something to do with the window. Clean up and rearrange. Even though I wrote just clean up and rearrange, I think that these plants definitely need to be watered, so I'm just gonna take them all off the windowsill, bring them to the sink, and then I will just put them back however I see fit. Also, some of these, honestly, all of these, I should spray with sulfur. I don't want to do that. I hate spraying with sulfur. But Miss Crimson Queen, if you missed my update walkthrough video, she has flat mites, which is very annoying because that's one of my favorite Hoya, and she's also massive. So she's sprayed down with sulfur right now, and I'm just going to be leaving that on her for several weeks. But since I have found flat mites on her, I want to just go ahead and treat the rest of the Hoya in this window because it's very likely that they have flat mites as well. I'm gonna be so real with you. I do not feel like doing a sulfur treatment right now. Nothing about that sounds fun, but we gotta do it. We gotta do it. So let's go. Man, this one is so long. Like, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, I still have the hiccups. Welcome to day 3 of me trying to complete a few plant chores. Yeah, I was not feeling well again yesterday. So here we are, the next day. Yeah, I have just not been feeling well this week, but we are going to wrap our plant chores up today. So yeah, sorry, the vibes have not been vibing. Normally I like to post videos that are positive and joyful, but I'm still gonna be posting this one because this is just life. Sometimes, you know, our physical health or our mental health, or we're just having a bad week, or, you know, there's a million things that could be going on. And sometimes it is a struggle to get through plant care. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that, I guess. Anyways, okay, so I have my Hoya Williniana and my Hoya Bella in the shower right now. I showered them off yesterday and then I've just let them hang out in there, kind of drying off. I'm gonna go ahead and mix up some sulfur and then we're going to give them a spray down. And then I think I'm gonna set up a towel so that I can bring those plants out onto the towel, let them dry, and then get some more plants in there to water them and spray them with sulfur. Yeah, let's just get cracking. I don't think that doing this is gonna take me a super long time. We're gonna bang it out. Isn't it just crazy how long my Hoya Williniana is? Boop, boop, boop. I'm thinking that I should take some cuttings of her sometime. It would be so cute to grow another smaller one on my Vitro shelf or something. Okay, so I still have some sulfur mixed up in this spray bottle, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that up. And this is the sulfur that I use. It's just a powder. I think you put 1 tablespoon per 1 liter. Yeah, and you just have to keep shaking it. I mean, not constantly, but every once in a while I just give it a little bit of a shake because it's just suspended in the water, so it will sink to the bottom if you don't keep it suspended. So yeah, let's just give them a spray down here. I really haven't noticed any symptoms of flat mites on these 2 plants. The Hoya Bella's in the bottom, by the way. This one's huge as well. Like, I was just kind of noticing how big this is when I took it down and put it in here. I don't take these plants completely down from the window very often anymore, so it's always just crazy like seeing them. Yeah, I haven't really seen any signs of flat mites on these plants. I'm just kind of doing this more as a preventative because they're near or somewhat near the Crimson Queen in like the same zone. So we might as well just give them a little treatment. Already a spoon in there, okay. It's a 1/2 tablespoon. This is my Hoya benguitensis, and I actually do think that this one probably has flat mites. It's just barely done anything. Like we just have no new vines, no new leaves in a long time. We just kind of have the ends of vines that are not really doing anything. Doesn't want to focus, but it just looks janky, so there's not really much to see. So that would answer the question of what's going on with this one. Oh my gosh, and yeah, look at the back. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those dark marks on the back are definitely questionable. Hoyas can get dark marks from things like high light as well, but I've also seen that with flat mites. So I'm pretty sure this one probably has them. I feel like my Anthurium bitterifolium is looking the best she's ever looked. Like, look at her. She's pretty good. We even have a new leaf coming out right here. Do you see that? So cute. Yeah, she's looking good. So I'm pretty happy with this. Oh my gosh, this is a new one too right here. It's soft. There's multiple plants potted in here because I wanted the look of like a really full, lush one. Yeah, honestly, I'm really happy with this lately. Look at her twirling around. This plant was on the fence for a while. I was considering getting rid of it, but I'm kind of glad that I kept it. But yeah, as you can see, this one is sitting pretty close to the Crimson Queen, especially now that we have to move the Crimson Queen because of the tree. So definitely needs to be sprayed down. I have had flat mites on Anthurium before, which is super annoying. Now, I don't even get that mad about flat mites. They're annoying, but I feel like they're pretty easy to treat if you have the right supplies. So if you have a miticide like the Safer's End All miticide, or if you have sulfur, or if you have I think some beneficials, get rid of them. I think there's also the temperature thing, like the hot water thing. I don't know, I haven't tried any of these hot water or like water dunk pest things that people do, but if you have the tools, I find that they resolve pretty quickly, even though you do have to treat them for like 6 weeks to, you know, cover the life cycle. The thing that is annoying though about flat mites is that they're so hard to diagnose since you can't see them with the naked eye, which is why I tend to opt for just treating all of the plants in an area, even if they don't have signs of flat mites, because that's just easier for me and less time than taking out my microscope and looking at every single plant. So yeah, that's what's annoying about them, is that you can't see them, so you also can't visibly see when they're gone. But in general, I don't think that they're as bad as other pests. Like, I don't think that they're... Definitely mealies is worse. Definitely mealies and thrips are worse, in my opinion. They're just kind of a pain in the butt, especially if you have a big collection, like any pest though. Okay, so here we have my sad Hoya multiflora. She is blooming right now, but she's not looking well. She hasn't looked well in a while, and I have been meaning to just chop this plant and restart it from propagations for so long. So what better time than now when she could be full of flat mites? It'll be way easier to just treat a cutting than to be treating a full plant. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take a snip. I'm just gonna take a couple of cuttings to work with here. Take one from this side. There we go. So I'm gonna bring these ones to the bathroom to spray down. Oops, we're losing some blooms here. Just gonna see if they'll come off. Those ones wanna stay on, okay, that's fine. Yeah, this has been a long time coming. She's had a bit of a rough year. Okay, so we have the linearis. She's been sprayed down. She's just going to dry off there for a little while. And then we have more of them just hanging out here drying. I think I'm just gonna leave them here for a couple of hours so that they don't make the windowsill all wet, but they are all sprayed down and treated with the sulfur. This is what it looks like once it dries. And then I grabbed the last of the Hoya and just sprayed them down in the sink here. I'm obviously gonna have to wash all of this out. This is partially why sulfur is annoying to deal with. It's messy, but yeah, they've all been sprayed down now. So I'm just gonna let them dry and then put them back on the window. But I think I'll go ahead and end the video now because, I mean, all I have left to do is put them back. So there's really no point in me waiting a couple of hours and then showing you that because it's not even that exciting anyways. So yeah, I should probably clean up this windowsill a little bit better. It looks like it needs a really good wipe down. But yeah, that is all that I have for this video. It kind of feels like I didn't get much done, but I hope that you enjoyed hanging out regardless. I hope that y'all are having a good week. I'm hopefully gonna get some more plant chores and filming done over the weekend. I think I'm feeling better than I was earlier in the week. I'm not nearly as dizzy today as I have been the past few days, so hopefully it's gonna be a good weekend. But yeah, really hope that y'all are doing well. Oh yeah, and another huge thank you to Luisa for sponsoring this video. I will have them linked below in the description box so you can check out their holiday sale. I may have been feeling like shite, but at least my jewelry is cute. Silver linings. Okay, love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.